Supreme Week 17 releases this Thursday, December 17th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can calculate what time that will be for you. And this is an exciting week. We don't have an actual collaboration. We do have, I guess, a sort of collaboration, but not really an official one. I would really consider it to be kind of like a collection dropping. But we do have something special this week. We are getting the winter tees, and I think we have a total of 8 different designs ranging from pretty dope to complete garbage. This should be very close to the full drop list. Maybe they'll add like an accessory or a hat or something, but this should be very close to what we will actually see come Thursday. So keep that in mind that, things could change, but probably very small changes. And if you guys see me looking down here, I'm looking at what you guys will see on the left hand side of your screen right now. To start things off, we have the Crossbox logo tees, and this probably looks familiar because we got the Crossbox logo hoodies as well as the beanies, I think 2 weeks ago, week 15, maybe week 14. I think it was week 15 though. I want to say it was 2 weeks ago. But we have these, and I think they're coming in the same colorways as the hoodies. A little bit different here. Obviously, we don't have the embroidered box logos this time around. We just have them screen printed atop one another using the same style. If you go down here, we can see the actual colors. So we have it coming in white, red, yellow, light pine, natural, purple, navy, as well as black. I think these are hard, especially for the price tag Supreme attaches to their t-shirts. This is obviously worth it, whereas their hoodies are, like 148, 158, around there. It's a little bit kind of excessive for just a hoodie, but a t-shirt, they come in around $38, I want to say. So definitely not bad, especially this being the box logos. These will go for resale of $300 and upwards. So definitely worth it. Obviously the best resale piece, or I guess most likely the best resale piece, because the next item on this list that we will look at is the Supreme Chucky doll. Some kind of cool branding here. Obviously front center you get the box logo and then the checkerboard overalls, but also kind of subtle, maybe a little bit harder to see in these pictures, is along the sleeves you have the vertical Supreme spell out, which they've done on a lot of their long sleeves. So I think that's also a cool touch. Obviously on the box you get the Supreme box logo there, right above the Chucky spell out. So I think this is a really cool piece. This is a piece that a lot of people have been anticipating for some time, and a lot of people were saying that it would drop the Christmas drop, but I guess it makes sense to have it drop this week, because then maybe it'll get there before Christmas the following week. So it'll be interesting, but I think this is a really cool piece. I think this also has a ton of resale. I did forget to mention also, on the knife there's a little box logo. That's another detail. So cool branding on this. I don't know if I'm crazy about the all over print coveralls or overalls. I don't know if I feel that, but it is a doll. I think it looks cool. It looked dope up here with my guys chilling. So moving forward, we have the collaborative winter tee. I think usually in every seasonal tee set, we get one collaborative one. We get a lot of work with Wu-Tang people and rappers. This time around, we have musician Mariah Carey, and it says "To Supreme, Merry Christmas, baby, XOXO, Mariah." Being a Christmas tee, it makes sense. They have, I think the artwork is from her Christmas album, or maybe it's just a single for her All I Want for Christmas Is You song. So a cool touch. Obviously, makes sense to drop it this time of year. Aesthetically pleasing also, not bad. Maybe if they added a little box logo below the image, it might be kind of cool. But we do at least have some Supreme branding on it, because it does say "To Supreme." And then I don't think we have a back image, but sometimes they do put a little Supreme branding up on the very top of the neck. They'll have a box logo sometimes. So I also think this is a really cool tee, and obviously we are looking at these items in order of upvotes, so that's kind of going to be the trend, but in reverse order they'll get worse and worse. Moving forward, we get another item that I've been waiting for all season. This is the Supreme New Era Balaclava, and obviously you just pull this over your head, you get the little vision there. This is the ski mask, big spell out down the back of your head, a little New Era branding, probably gonna end up around here with how it fits. And I think this is cool. You got gray, red, black, purple, and kind of an olive army drab colorway. I like it, and hopefully these aren't too expensive. I know they released their tech trooper hats, which are kind of a similar winter face covering, and those were $78. I really can't see them charging that for this though. I feel these will probably be I don't know, 38, 48 bucks at most. So hopefully they are cheaper. I'd definitely like to pick one of these up. Next up, we have another winter tee. This one is another design that I like. This is the Supreme Bear tee is what they're calling it. You have the Supreme spell out, and then underneath it says protection from suckers. And then also the bear's eyeballs are actually like bullet holes. So it kind of like plays into the, you know, keeping you safe and whatnot, a little like street stuff. But you got kind of like a mountain, it looks like, in the background, and then the colorway of this graphic actually changes a lot between the different colors of the blank. There have been I want to say like 2 or 3 of them shown off, and the bear is like different colors and maybe all of them. So it'll be interesting to see how the colorways stack up, because I don't know if I'm feeling this purple one on that maroon color, but there have been some other colorways that I do think are better, or like work a little bit better. Next up, we have the Cordura small box 6 panel, and this is upvoted like pretty highly. We got like, I don't know, 4/5 of the people upvoting, and I don't know, I'm not crazy about this. I much more prefer when they do the like big kind of like tonal box logo as opposed to this. I guess most of the colorways are like the same color as the blank, but we do have this like floral one, which they've used this print before. They did the jacket and then also the button-ups, where it's like a digi camo floral where it's actually like pixelated. And then we also have that, I want to say, gray colorway with the red box logo. I don't know, I'm just really not feeling these. This is a pass for me. Moving on, we jump into a bunch of the other Supreme winter tees. We have, this one is the Classics tee, just like a cursive Supreme spell out with the gold like outlining oval. You know, we could see the actual color of this spell out change between blanks. Like I stated with some of the other designs, this isn't something that they shy away from. So you could expect that. This is a very clean piece though, and I like it. I think it works. The chrome tee is another one that I think isn't bad. Following suit with a lot of kind of like more simple streetwear designs. We get like the small logo on the chest, and then we're going to get blown up big on the back. They do actually have the back view right here, so you can see, kind of interesting. They call it the chrome tee, and we've gotten the chrome tee, or like another piece called the chrome tee before. Much different from this though, no flames on that one, but I think this one is all right. Swapping between different colorways, the flames actually turn to red. I think there was like a gray colorway, and I do like that one more, but pretty mediocre. I'm surprised to see this tee with the upvotes that it does have, sitting around like 75% upvoted. This is the No More Shit tee. The front almost looks like a folded name tag just sitting there, and then on the back you have like a bunch of branding as if it were like some 5K that your mom's running that has all these sponsors, and I'm really not digging it. You know, some colorways look better than others. I think people are probably just hyping it up because it has this like box logo on the chest, but personally I think it looks tacky, so that's a skip for me. We also have the Blur tee, which is once again a Supreme seasonal tee. Kind of has like the dude sitting there, and then stuttered, got this like Star Wars hologram look almost, and then below you have Supreme NY. Very classic look, like old 90s aesthetic, early 2000 aesthetic, but it's a pass for me. I don't think this one is bad. I think it's a lot better than the one we just looked at too, but definitely not like the top of the designs for this round of seasonal tees. Next up, we have the Rib Hooded Sweatshirt, which has like this big graphic Supreme spell out on the hood. And then other than that, I think nothing really too special about it. We have it in this like chocolate chip colorway, and then here's a view of the hood. Maybe it will look cooler if they didn't do the kind of like bar going across and they just kept the pattern in the background, or at least for this one specifically, because the other ones are all just kind of the same color, but I'm not really digging this. Next up, we have the Koyan Katsi tee, definitely butchered that, which comes from the Hopi language. It means crazy life, life in turmoil, life out of balance, life disintegrating, and a state of life that calls for another way of living. Then you got that Supreme spell out underneath. I'm not crazy about this. And then next up we have, I think this is the final winter tee. We have the Everywhere tee. Below this kind of like cutout of a statue, it says Supreme everywhere in the world, established 1994, New York City or NYC. And this might be the worst. I think I probably dislike the No More Shit more than this one, but this one's pretty close to being as bad. I'd definitely rank that one pretty low as well. And then we have the Rib Sweatpant, which just matches the upper that we saw before, that hoodie. We have the Stay Positive pin. It says Stay Positive, Supreme in Spirit, which they did some stuff with that. I want to say they had I think there was like some other design they had with that Stay Positive stuff. We have the Gore-Tex 700 fill down parka, and usually these are like more well received. Maybe just because there isn't like enough Supreme branding on it, people are downvoting it, but they look like nice parkas, don't get me wrong, but the price is going to be crazy. Moving forward, we have the Chanel Applique Hooded Sweatshirt, which just has S, and then, let's see, it says something above it. It says Team S, and then I'm guessing there's like Supreme New York 1994 or something, and then kind of going around it says Supreme. This reminds me a lot of the Spitfire collaboration they had a couple years ago, but I think that was the better version. Next up, we have the Snakeskin Corduroy Zip Up. This is gross. Don't like it. Snakeskin shouldn't be done in corduroy, in my opinion. And then we also have the textured stripe crew neck, which I'm actually a lot bigger fan of this than some of the other pieces we looked at. So personally, I'd rank it a little bit higher, but definitely not the best piece, obviously. So that wraps up the partial drop list that we have for this week. There's a ton of stuff to go for, whether it's like copping for personal or resell. Obviously the box logos, the Mariah Carey tee, the Balaclava, the Supreme Chucky doll, all that stuff is going to have pretty good resell. So what are you guys planning on going for? I'm always kind of interested. And what are your thoughts on this week? I think this is definitely one of the better weeks, maybe the best one other than week one. That as far as like lookbook pieces dropping go, we don't have like really a collaboration. Like I said, you know, maybe you can kind of argue that the Supreme Chucky one is, but it's not really like a full collection. It'd be cool to see if they drop like additional items alongside it. Some like Supreme branded Chucky tees or something would be a really cool thing for them to capitalize on. But with that being said, I'm going to get out here. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.